Okay, hi guys, my name is Udo. Welcome back to another figure drawing tutorial. Today I will draw with a brown Carbothello from Stabilo 1400/610. As I said, in the brownish range. We have a standing figure and let's get to it. Okie doke, I start with the head, leaning back, center line, come in here. The shoulders, I think one is, maybe they look on the same height. Well, we will check it out in a minute. So we have the rib cage is doing something like this. We have the hip pelvis coming out like this. I'm gonna articulate and improve, or what you call it, like clarify that mess in a second. I'm just going for direction now with the head. This is the supporting leg coming down like this, and the other one is I'm just going for direction. It's going out and coming down in a straight line. Important is the heel is up and the figure is doing something like that. So I'm double checking that the major masses say, okay, this one maybe a little bit further to this side. And now I already see the head is way too high up. I changed that now. Like this, and the center line is somewhere around here. And the eye line is doing something like that. So the head is leaning backward and to the left hand side. It's kind of a quite nice pose. I quite like it. So we come in here. Now my next consideration is, actually let me do the arms first. Just going for direction. Come here, and I see her elbow is kind of going about, her other arm is going this direction to the left hand side, a little bit higher than the head, like this, and the other arm is quite straightforward, coming down here and going in an angle, and her hand is touching her thigh. So that is basically what I always do. I'm trying to get the whole figure on the paper first with gestural lines, and in a second step I'm articulating the lines. I see if I like what I've drawn so far, and I change it if I don't, or I articulate it if I'm happy with what I see. Okay, now my next consideration, as I said, is always the center line, and this the ear is somewhere around here, and behind the ear there's the sternocleidomastoid mastoid muscle, and it attaches here to the manubrium and to the clavicle, and the clavicle is doing something like that. And from this point I double check, okay, how much space do I have on the right hand side of the center line, and of the left hand side. On the left hand side is, I would almost say, is 3/4, and the right hand side is only 1. So I'm bringing it down, come here and go down here, and zack. So, okay. The next one is come in here, go here, and it's doing something like this. Then we have the pinch on this side, and the hip is going back in an angle. Okay, so far I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased with what I see. So the next consideration is, as always, what is the hip doing? And I'm looking for this aces bone. I always mention is the bone, or the kind of, I think it's the end of the iliac crest. There's a little knob there, and it has an opposite side. I'm always trying to to locate one, and immediately I'm looking for the other one, which in this case is a little bit lower, and this gives me the triangle going down to the crutch, which is here. And yeah, that's what the main masters are doing, and now I'm using a simple kind of a cylindrical shape for the leg. Come in here. The leg is side view. I think it's a complete, yeah, is side view, is in profile. Come here with the calf. I extend the leg a little. It's a bit too short as I've drawn it in the beginning, but that's the good thing. If you draw lightly, you don't have to use your eraser all the time. Okay, good. So this is coming here. So the next consideration is crutches here. So I bring up the leg and it goes down here, comes here and goes into the knee. Same on this side. Here it becomes a fairly straight line, and here is quite an angle with the knee, as you can see. And from here it goes rhythmically into the calf muscle and going down. And here, same thing. And, well, okay. Then, okay, what's next? And come in here. I want that leg a little bit broader, like this. Then I go around the form. I'm just erasing a couple of lines for you guys. I wouldn't mind them, but for you, maybe it's easier to follow on. Okay, then we go up here, come here. Yes, that looks quite good. I go around the form, come here. Okay, so what's going on here? Here the line where the rib cage is in front, and I attach the start of the hip here in two goes. I'm not connecting the line. Sometimes it's better not to connect the lines, but you have to check that out for yourself. It's not always, there is no strict rule about this. Sometimes it's better, and you check it, and then you see if you like it. If you like it, don't connect them. That's why you, as I say it again, always should draw lightly. Okay, so I'm using a cylinder for the upper arm, coming down here. Another an ellipse, go to this side, go to this side. Like this. Okay. Good, good, good. Now, I know that at this point the pectoralis muscle is attached, so it comes down here and it's doing something like that. And we see a little bit of the armpit here, and this looks okay-ish. Okay, so, okay, the other breast is coming here and is, as I said, as I often said, you have to look at the nipples as well. What are the nipples doing? This arm is up, meaning it raises the whole breast upward. So this nipple is higher than this one, so we have an axis here. And here is a little bit attached here, and attached here and it comes down here, and now we see the trapezius coming from behind, going into the deltoid muscle. We come here, and then I'm using a simple cylindrical shape again, and I'm double checking the length of the arm, which is the pinch here, and it's a little bit lower than the pinch. Maybe I'm a little bit too far, but not really, it doesn't really matter. We come here, and it's doing something like that. Okay, so we're almost there. I'm double checking the center line. It could be a little bit further to the right, but I think I leave it there, and I want to indicate the navel and a little bit of the external obliques coming here. Yeah. Okay, so we're having a little bit of hair dropping down, which is secondary consideration, but sometimes it helps to describe the form as well. So if you got time, if you're not under time pressure, or depending on what you're after, draw the hair. I sometimes just give it kind of a graphical expression. Come here, and what else could I do? We have the clavicle coming here, and maybe we see a little bit of the trapezius of the other side as well. I emphasize the breast a little. I'm going a bit heavy now, but it's still okay. It's still okay. I'm doing an analytical drawing, basically. I mean, it's no harm if it looks nice and convincing. In the end, it should always look convincing anyway, but it hasn't got to always look nice, because we exploring the figure. What is the figure doing? And in reality, you usually come back to these poses, and you draw them over and over again. And you will always discover new things while you're doing this, and that's actually fun. And in the end, you master the pose, and then that's a really good feeling. Okay, I'm just doing, getting rid of this. It's a bit too heavy for my taste. Like this, yes. As I said, it's the external obliques coming here, and it's a little bit of the belly I indicate here. And I guess I leave it there. Maybe the foot looks a bit funny. I'm getting rid of this. This looks a bit weird. Okay, come in here, and maybe just leave it like this. Yes. Come around here, and I think that's it. Okay, guys, take care, keep drawing, and I see you in the next tutorial. Bye.